you are probably working way too hard for results that you could be getting for absolutely free. Every weekend, I see people loading up their carts with these heavy plastic jugs of expensive fertilizer. And then they go home and spend hours pulling weeds out of their garden beds. They bag those weeds up and put them on the curb for the trash man to take away. If that is you, you are basically paying twice for something you already have. You are buying nutrients in a bottle and then throwing away the exact same nutrients that grew naturally in your backyard. It makes no sense when you think about it. Those weeds are not just trash, they are actually high-grade plant food, and most of us spend our lives fighting our yard when we should be using it. We can take those annoying plants and turn them into a liquid that actually works better than the store-bought stuff because it is made specifically from your own soil. I used to wonder why the weeds always look so healthy even when my tomatoes are struggling during a dry spell. It is because those weeds are survivors. They have these incredibly long roots that act like drills. They reach way down into the subsoil where my lettuce roots just give up. Down there, they find minerals that have been sitting untouched for years, and they soak up everything: nitrogen, potassium, and all those tiny trace elements like boron or manganese that keep a plant from turning yellow. All that goodness gets stored in the leaves. When you pull that weed, you are holding a perfect little packet of energy. It feels wrong to just toss that in the bin. Instead, I throw them in a bucket of water. It is a simple process, really. Just fermentation. It is the same basic idea as a compost pile, but because it is a liquid, the plants drink it up instantly. They do not have to wait months for things to break down in the dirt. They get that hit of nutrients the same day you water them. I noticed this is a massive help right when the peppers and tomatoes are starting to set fruit and they look like they need a little extra push. It is a lifesaver when the ground is hard and dry and nothing seems to be moving. Whenever I start a new batch, I just grab an old 5-gallon bucket. You do not need anything fancy, just make sure it is clean. Then I just walk around the yard and pull whatever is growing. I love using stinging nettles because the nitrogen in those is incredible, and dandelions are great because those deep roots bring up the heavy minerals. I grab clover, chickweed, even some long grass from the fence line. A mix of different plants always seems to give a better result. It is like a multivitamin for the garden beds. One thing I learned the hard way is to rip the weeds up as they go into the bucket. Just use your hands and tear them apart. Breaking those leaves open makes it much easier for the water to start pulling the nutrients out. I fill the bucket about 2/3 of the way and pack them down as tight as I can. I usually find a heavy rock or a brick to sit on top so the weeds stay submerged. If they float on the surface, they just get moldy and gross, and we want them under the water so they rot the right way. Then I just add water. If the rain barrel is full, I use that because it is a bit softer, but the garden hose works just fine too. Fill it up until the weeds are totally covered, but leave a few inches of space at the top. This mix is going to bubble and move once the bacteria get to work, and you do not want it spilling over and making a mess on the grass. Now, you have to be careful with the lid. I cover the bucket to keep the mosquitoes out, but I never seal it tight. As those plants rot, they release gases. If you snap a lid on there and seal it up, that pressure builds up until the lid pops off like a cork. I have seen it happen, and it is not a fun mess to clean up. I just lay a piece of scrap wood or a loose lid on top so it can breathe. You definitely want to find a spot for the bucket that is out of the way. Honestly, this stuff starts to smell after a few days. It is a very distinct scent, kind of like a wet farm or a swamp. To me, that is the smell of progress because it means the nitrogen is being released, but my family does not agree. I keep my buckets behind the shed or in a far corner where the wind won't blow the smell back toward the house. I let it sit for about 14 days. If it is really hot out, it might be ready in a week, but in a cool spring, it might take 21 days. I just keep an eye on it. I grab a long stick every couple of days and give it a good stir. You will see bubbles rising and the water will turn a dark, murky brown. It looks a bit like strong coffee or muddy water. Once it looks dark and smells strong, it is ready.
I have made plenty of mistakes with this over the years. One year, I used weeds from a neighbor's yard, but I didn't realize they had sprayed with weed killer. Those chemicals stayed in the water and nearly killed my vegetable patch. Now I only use clean, untreated plants. I also try to pull the weeds before they go to seed. The fermentation usually kills the seeds off, but it is always safer to use the green leafy parts so I'm not accidentally planting more dandelions when I fertilize. When the 2 weeks are up, you have to dilute this stuff. It is way too strong to use straight from the bucket. If you pour it on the plant's full strength, you might actually burn the roots. I follow a 10-to-1 rule, 1 cup of the weed liquid for every 10 cups of fresh water. I look for a color like weak tea. If it is a pale amber, it is safe. If it is still dark and you cannot see through it, just keep adding water until it thins out. I just pour it directly onto the soil at the base of the plants. This gets the nutrients right to the roots. I do this about once every 2 weeks in the middle of the summer. I remember a row of kale I had that was looking yellow and tired, and after 2 rounds of this, the leaves turned a deep, healthy green within a few days. It was a good reminder that the best solutions are usually the simplest ones. It gives me a lot of satisfaction to see the garden respond to something I made for $0. It is funny how this changes the way you look at your yard. You stop seeing weeding as a boring chore, and you start seeing it as a harvest. You are gathering the raw materials for your next batch. It makes the whole process feel a lot more connected. You are working with the natural cycles of the land instead of trying to fight them with chemicals. It is better for the soil, better for the plants, and a lot better for your wallet. I really hope you give this a shot. It is simple, it is free, and honestly, it is the way we should have been doing things all along. It feels good to know exactly what is going into your food and where those nutrients came from. If this made sense, and you are going to try it out, feel free to leave a like so I know these kinds of topics are useful to you. And if you think someone else is still throwing away their weeds, pass this along to them. It might save them some money this season. I will leave you to it. Just a bucket, some weeds, and a bit of time. The soil takes care of the rest. Talk to you later.